Every day, the number of homeless individuals in the United States grows at an alarming rate. In a nation celebrated for its prosperity, tens of thousands of people still have no place to call home. We're talking about human beings, people with stories, families, and dreams, who are forced to navigate the harsh realities of life on the streets. The American dream is a lot harder to achieve when you're sleeping on a sidewalk. Join us as we delve into the cities most impacted by this growing crisis. Spoiler alert, it's worse than you think. Seriously, buckle up, because we're about to take a long, uncomfortable look in the mirror of American inequality. And if you happen to own a manufacturing company that produces those little convex mirrors they use in cars to see your blind spot, well, you might want to take notes. Let's get started. New York City, the city that never sleeps, probably because it's too busy trying to find an affordable apartment. We've all seen them, the men and women huddled beneath scaffolding, clutching their worldly possessions in tattered plastic bags. On one hand, you have the glittering towers of Wall Street, on the other, families crammed into overcrowded shelters. The sheer number of homeless individuals in New York is staggering. Behind the dazzling lights and the promise of success, there's a hidden crisis unfolding on the city's streets. Addressing homelessness in a city like New York is like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube while riding a unicycle on a tightrope. Los Angeles, the city of angels, home to Hollywood, sunshine, and the shattered dreams of countless individuals struggling to survive on the streets. Beneath the veneer of wealth and celebrity, Los Angeles grapples with a homelessness crisis of epic proportions. Rent is astronomical, housing is scarce, and the struggle to make ends meet is a daily reality for many residents. Many homeless individuals in Los Angeles are veterans, families who have fallen on hard times, and individuals battling addiction and mental illness. The city has made some attempts to address the crisis, but it's like trying to put out a 5-alarm fire with a garden hose. Behind the glitz and glamour, Los Angeles is a city grappling with a crisis of conscience. San Francisco, the Golden Gate City, a place known for its iconic bridge, its charming Victorian houses, and its staggering homeless population. Amidst the tech billionaires and sourdough bread enthusiasts, San Francisco is facing a homelessness crisis that's about as subtle as a foghorn in a library. San Francisco is a city of contradictions. The root causes of homelessness are complex and interconnected, like a particularly tangled web spun by a spider with a penchant for social injustice. Walking through the Tenderloin district, you'll see firsthand the human cost of this crisis. It's a neighborhood where the smell of urine mingles with the aroma of freshly baked bread from the trendy bakery across the street. It's going to take empathy, compassion, and a willingness to address the systemic inequalities that have created this crisis in the first place. The scorching reality of homelessness in the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona. Welcome to Phoenix, where the sun is hotter than a jalapeno eating contest in a sauna, and the housing market is even more heated. The reality is, Phoenix is grappling with a homelessness crisis that's as scorching as the desert sun. Walk down any given street in downtown Phoenix and you'll see the human face of this crisis. You'll see tents pitched under freeway overpasses, offering meager shelter from the relentless sun. The city's rapid growth, coupled with stagnant wages and a lack of investment in affordable housing, has created a perfect storm for a homelessness crisis. Working families, seniors living on fixed incomes, and even people with jobs are finding it increasingly difficult to afford a place to live. This is a solvable crisis, but it requires a collective effort. The California capital's unsheltered reality homelessness in Sacramento. Sacramento, California's capital. Even in a city known for its relatively affordable cost of living, the streets tell a different story. Sacramento is grappling with a rather unfortunate paradox. The city's streets, once lined with quaint shops and bustling with activity, are now dotted with tents, tarps, and makeshift shelters. The reasons for Sacramento's homelessness crisis are as varied as the individuals experiencing it. Walking through the streets of Sacramento, you'll see the human toll this crisis is taking. The town's growing shadow, homelessness, in Oakland, California. Oakland, California. Home to a vibrant arts scene, delicious food, and a rapidly growing homeless population. Oakland is caught in a perfect storm of factors that have exacerbated the homelessness crisis. The cost of living, fueled by the tech boom across the Bay and Silicon Valley, has skyrocketed, while wages have remained stagnant. Affordable housing is about as common as a unicorn riding a fixie bike through a gentrified neighborhood. Walking through the streets of Oakland, you'll see the human face of this crisis. You'll see families crammed into cars, their belongings overflowing into shopping carts and plastic tubs. Silicon Valley's Shadow City, the human cost of high housing in San Jose. San Jose, the heart of Silicon Valley, a land of innovation and a homelessness crisis. Despite its wealth, San Jose has overlooked ensuring everyone has a roof over their heads. Amidst tech campuses and suburban homes, many find the American dream a cruel punchline. San Jose's housing market is bonkers, with rent prices reaching stratospheric levels. Working families, seniors, and even graduates are priced out of the market. The American dream is becoming a cruel illusion in Silicon Valley's shadow. The mile-high city's low-point homelessness in Denver, Colorado. Denver, Colorado, the mile-high city. Known for its stunning Rocky Mountain views, its thriving craft beer scene, and a steadily worsening homelessness crisis. Denver's homelessness crisis isn't just about a lack of affordable housing, although that's definitely a major factor. It's also about the rising cost of living, stagnant wages, and a lack of adequate mental health and addiction services. Walk through downtown Denver and you'll see the human face of this crisis. You'll see tents pitched under freeway overpasses, offering meager protection from the elements. The city has made some attempts to address the issue, but the problem is vast, and the resources are limited. Paradise Lost. The growing shadow of homelessness in San Diego, California, America's finest city, a place known for its pristine beaches, its perfect weather, and a rapidly escalating homelessness crisis. San Diego's proximity to the Pacific Ocean and its desirable climate have made it a prime location for real estate developers, driving up the cost of housing. This has created a situation where even people with jobs are finding themselves priced out of the housing market. While San Diego's economy is doing relatively well, many of the jobs created in recent years are in low-wage sectors like retail and hospitality. This has created a situation where even people with jobs are finding themselves priced out of the housing market, forced to choose between paying rent and putting food on the table. The Emerald City's tarnished reality homelessness in Seattle, Washington. Seattle, Washington. The Emerald City. Home to grunge music, Pike Place Market, and a homelessness crisis so severe it makes the Space Needle look like a tiny pinprick on the landscape of human suffering. Seattle's homelessness problem is a bit like a game of Jenga, where each block represents a different factor contributing to the crisis. The gap between the haves and the have-nots has widened to the point where it resembles a yawning chasm. Walk through downtown Seattle, and you'll see the human cost of this crisis. You'll see tents pitched on sidewalks, their occupants huddled inside, seeking shelter from the rain and the cold. The rise in homelessness in the United States is largely due to high living costs, a lack of affordable housing, and insufficient support services. It's a complex issue tangled in systemic inequalities, mental health, addiction, and domestic violence. Prioritizing affordable housing and expanding support services can pave the way to stable housing. It's time to address the root causes of homelessness and create a thriving society. Please consider this a starting point and do your own research. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.